3 beautiful images of the Matsyavatar of Lord Vishnu. Select the one you feel most drawn to. You know the drill. I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose the image on the extreme left of the Matsyavatar of Vishnu, then this is your reading. एक मैसेज बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग लेके आ रहा है. मुझे लगता है काफ़ी लोग जिन्होंने पाइल पिक करी होगी वो सिंगल होंगे, या अगर आप रिलेशनशिप में और मैरिड भी हैं तो आपका ना रिलेशनशिप अभी थोड़ा सा डिससेटिस्फैक्ट्री चल रहा होगा. There might be some sort of dissatisfaction, discord, or emotional disconnects in the relationship, or it might simply feel very monotonous right now. I also feel many people in this pile may not be very consciously aware that their inner emotions are a lot about their relationship. So even if you're single, you may not be very consciously aware of this, because you're trying to have a life, you're trying to focus on your career, you're trying to focus on your hobbies, you're trying to stay neutral. But subconsciously, if you go deep within you, your mind and your heart is really wanting to be with someone right now. Okay, this is also for people who are married, in case you feel no, on the outside everything feels fine, there doesn't seem to be any problem. I do not think so. I do feel that there is some sort of discord, or it could be as simple as monotony that is happening in the relationship right now. Okay, if this bit resonates, then I would suggest that you continue forward, because most of the messages that I'm receiving are about this particular problem. I'm seeing red color quite a lot. I'm seeing as if very recently you may have told someone that it's a bit boring. I don't know why I'm hearing the boring word. Now I don't know in what context you must have said boring, but you must have told someone about something being boring in the last few days or weeks. For some, I also feel as if you could be pushed by someone around you or by your parents to go and seek out a partner, and that also must have actually made you not to pursue it. It's there's a little rebellion in you that wants to do things in their own time, as and when they feel that it's the necessity. And for those who are married, I'm constantly getting this message as if they keep on reminiscing about the first few months and years after their marriage. They might also be reminiscing a lot about their wedding days. And right now, it might feel a little bit bland. They also feel a little alone right now in their marriage. They feel as if there is a huge communication gap between me and my partner. Okay, so what is the message that I'm getting from Matsya, Avatar, or Vishnu? The first message that I'm getting is, and I'm going to jump between messages for singles and for people who are into a relationship. The first message that I'm getting is that I think you have really been holding a lot within you. This is relevant for both singles and people who are in a relationship. There's a lot of love also that you've been holding within you. There's a lot of repressed emotions and resentment also that you have been holding within you. If you're single, these repressed emotions could be your feelings of love, could be your need to have someone, but on the outside you're very happy you're happy denying it to people and telling them that you're quite indifferent to it. You're not. I hope you accept it. And if you're in a relationship or married, I feel there is a lot of resentment within you. There is a lot of suppressed emotions within you. You feel like, I really want to share a lot with my partner, and in that process maybe you also want to say some things to them, blurt out few things to them which may not be very great, to say to somebody. They may not sound good, but you really want to tell a lot to your partner. I feel as if some parts of you, feel slightly cheated by your partner, and here it's not literal cheating. It's almost like that, you gave in a lot to the dynamic and to the relationship, and you're surprised that how maybe your partner is not able to understand you and meet you at the same wavelength. All right, for singles, I do feel you feel very cheated by your life. Everybody has love but me, and people like who are able to find like the right kind of love. What are they doing different? What is wrong with me? That's all I'm hearing in my head. See, one message that I'm getting very strongly, consistently for singles is that there is a need to break through your patterns. If you have been people like who have been dating people for time pass, who have been having few flings, and somehow you just let yourself believe, okay, this is just like, for need, or maybe this is simply to change my energy. It's not going to work like that anymore. I also feel that, some people, when they have in this pile very strong sexual urge, all the promises they made to themselves, if they are single, that okay, now we are only going to be looking for the right partner. We really want to upgrade and upskill us. I mean, sorry, I said upskill. We really want to upgrade ourselves. We want to have our standards strong and mighty and high. All that conversation goes for a toss. This is also for people who are in a relationship. You're confusing the sexual chemistry that you and your partner have, maybe, with, oh, it's all right. I'm still into them. It's all right. Like, it doesn't matter if they don't understand me. It doesn't matter if we have emotional disconnects. It doesn't matter if at a value level we both are growing into be very different people, or now I'm seeing who they truly are. You let the sexual chemistry get the better of you. And my main uh, message that I'm hearing again and again is that this is something that you should not allow yourself. There is a need to break your personal patterns when it comes to your relationship, which also means if you are somebody who gives cold shoulder to your partner, gives the silent treatment, starts acting out very differently, starts being defensive, um, you have to open up the healthier channels of communication with your partner. And for people who are single, you can't just go through life thinking that, someday something will pop out of nowhere and it'll all make sense. I don't think it will. There's a need of taking effort, and effort at right places, not just because, you randomly feel like, oh, it's been a while, let me go and see what's out there, let's me explore a little bit, and then maybe it turns into like a short fling. Or like, some people I feel could be having very strange behaviors in which they quench their dreamy state of being in love, like simply just stalking few people online, being in a dreamy state, fantasizing things with some particular person. And I feel like this is the time when you need to come back to reality. You're really overdoing it, and it's not healthy. It's becoming foolish now. And I'm sorry, I'm using very harsh words, but that is the message I'm receiving. That cut the crap. I'm constantly hearing cut the crap, and this is both for people who are single and in a relationship. Cut the crap. Enough of this nonsense, where you've overcomplicated everything. Even if like you are in a relationship, you chose them, you chose your partner, especially like for people who are married. So stick with it. Do what it takes to make it work. And people who are single, cut the crap. Whom are you fooling by, talking about all this dreaminess and like conversations around love, and whom I mean, I'm just feeling a little agitated As I'm getting this message, it's like that, part of you is also very agitated. You know that, you're just doing this as weird coping mechanisms. About time that you don't. That is one message I'm receiving very strongly. For those who are in arranged marriage, they are like in the process of finding their partner via arranged marriage. I do feel that, there's a need to let go of certain notions about how you think partnership needs to be. Maybe, you're focusing a lot on looks, you're focusing a lot on initial chemistry. I promise you, sometimes the chemistry gets a lot better after conversations and communication. So please give everybody a fair chance. And maybe you have been told in the arranged marriage setup that A, hold back things to yourself, don't reveal it all too much. That is true. But it was true in olden times, not anymore. Now you want to be categorical and clear about what you seek in the first 2 to 3 meetings. And that is because you do not want to sign up for something that was hidden from you, and vice versa. Neither does the other person. So, this is one important advice that I'm constantly hearing. The few other messages that I feel are now about that you need to come out of this energy of, I don't know, like I'm getting like a very defiant, reclusive, somewhat stubborn energy constantly. It's like that, there's so much of stubbornness in you. You're fooling yourself, with this stubbornness and with this defiant energy in you. Doesn't matter if you're like single or in a relationship. If you're always having your guard up, if you're always ready to charge at your partner, or, generally just charge at people who are like, okay, go out and meet someone, or why don't you explore something with someone, or you don't know how to react to it in the right manner. This is all like parts of you that are fooling you, and that is because you've been like stubborn for too long. I would actually say this from a space of empathy, that sometimes, when a person has stayed alone for too long, it becomes very difficult to come out of that shell, to embrace love. But now is the time. This is one very strong advice that is coming to you. For very few people, I also feel they're not very confident sexually in this pile, or generally, also, I don't think that they feel very confident in their sensuality. They don't feel that they are attractive as much. They don't feel confident in their looks, and then the fact that they are attractive. And I think this is also the biggest thing that is being detrimental to you in terms of finding your partner. You don't feel very confident either in your looks or in your personality or the way you carry yourself. And the advice here is that you must, absolutely must, build your confidence and realize who you are, because this is being the biggest block of you moving ahead. For people who are in a relationship as well, I'm hearing that sometimes, maybe in the relationship, instead of communication, sensuality becomes a tool of showcasing, okay, things are fine, things are great. I think that needs to go. Learn to communicate first and not confuse your partner by simply using sensuality as a tool. And I don't mean it in a manipulative manner, but I feel that instead of communicating, the moment you feel, okay, things are fine, today I feel like, I'm into them, and today I feel like, oh my god, they're so lovely. Uh, Maybe you straight away try to just have a moment with them of intimacy and love, but that's not going to cut it anymore. You need to speak, you need to communicate what's going on in your mind, and you need to communicate it quite clearly. I do feel as if some people who have selected this image do feel very invalidated by their partners, wronged by their partners. Sometimes, I'm hearing something like, I gave so much and I don't think I've received in equal, or I've received as much as I should have. Did I make a mistake? That's all I'm hearing. So, honestly, these conversations are best had with your partner, and any amount of readings will not validate it, especially the general ones. So please make that step in your life. There's a need to build confidence, there is a need to build clarity in communication, and there's a need to tone down your defiant, stubborn attitude. We get it, you're strong. We get it, you've really done a lot more for your partner. We get it, you know how to be single and you're really acing it. Now it's time to change the story, okay? Now is a positive time to change the story. And I do feel that eventually, in some time, maybe July onwards, or also for some things, like it may take like a little bit more time, uh, things will progress to the positive side. But for that to happen, your patterns and your mindset is what needs to change. You really need to have some deep introspection, and even if you feel that you're right and you have been wronged, it's time that you share that with your partner. If you feel so and you're single, then it's time that you work on your mindset to change that. Find stories around you where people are in happier relationships. Meet right people who actually invest time in you. Keep such friends and connects close, who invest time in you. So that was it. Let me know if any part resonated. Your comments would be appreciated. Thank you. Hi. If you chose the middle image of the Matsyavatar of Lord Vishnu, then this is your reading. The first message I immediately heard when I ground myself and sat down to record this was, what do you want to do? I feel some people in this pile in the recent past may have gone to multiple astrologers, tarot card readers, or you might be planning to now. And yes, that might give you clarity, but one thing that I'm constantly hearing is nobody can give you the courage. Finding the courage to accept and then pursue that path of clarity that you get from tarot or astrology, that's your own journey that you have to undertake. You can only get answers, not the attributes or the hand that can drag you on the path that you need to walk on. For many people, I think they are currently in a financially not so great situation. They don't feel they are being paid well, or many people could also be out of jobs right now, really managing or balancing through finances in a difficult manner. And you could be just waiting for one great opportunity so that you could leave wherever you are right now, or you could leave your current situation. There is a lot of confusion, lack of clarity in this pile. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I'm just hearing this constantly on a loop. What do you want? If you know it, what is stopping you from pursuing it? Some people in this pile could be really struggling with their mind. So much fear I'm sensing. So much lack of faith in the world. As if nothing will support me. But that's true. Nothing ever supports me. It's like I'm almost speaking like what you guys must be thinking in your head. I'm seeing a ring. Something to do with the ring. Maybe some of you have bought like a ring recently which you really like, or some of you are maybe going to buy a ring sometime soon. Could be any ring, like simply could be a fashion ring also, doesn't have to be real gold or jewelry, but yeah, I'm seeing a ring. This I'm just hearing so many messages, it's taking me a little bit of while to put them together. I'm seeing something flying like a scarf or like a flag. I don't know what that means. I know there are matches happening globally. I don't know if a flag has something to do with that. I mean, sports matches or something to do with scarf. But yeah, I'm seeing that quite strongly. Another thing that I'm seeing is that some people are holding on to their emotions. You want to cry. Do you know that? Do you know that your heart wants to cry a little bit? I think you're not allowing that to happen. You're not even aware that you want to cry. There is a possibility that wherever you are right now, in about 4 weeks, this might change. There might be a good transition in your life that might happen in about 4 to 6 weeks, maybe. Yeah. There's something also to do with the eye. One of your eye you need to take care of, or there is something happening in one of your eye. Just make sure that you're washing your eyes properly, and if you're a woman, you're removing the makeup properly. If you wear lenses, you're removing your lenses and sleeping. See, one very important message that I'm getting constantly is that you have to find that clarity. And that is not coming because you're just in so much fear right now. And maybe you're not even going out and talking to as many people as you should be. As if you're looking for some answer within yourself. I think some people in this pile, may have taken the whole aspect of spirituality way too seriously. And I don't think it's actually helping you. This is interesting. Just today only, I read something which I'll share with you. That was about one of the Vidya's. Vidya basically means Devi, and how praying on a particular Devi, if overdone, can really just keep a person so much limited to another dimension, another world, and just like in the third eye and beyond it, that they would literally have to start the entire process of life and understanding life again. I do feel as if some people in this pile, could have been practicing or reading certain things, and if you've really overdone a little bit on the Ketuian aspects or spiritual aspects of your life. Cut it out now. You're being misled, or let's not say misled, you're definitely being kept stuck up because of that. So now is the time to bring out the Rahuian traits out, which is that enjoy the beauty of life. Life is also about sustaining, right? Brahma creates, Vishnu sustains. You're watching a reading by one of the avatars of Lord Vishnu. You need to learn sustenance. You can't simply escape into this zone of don't have clarity, will just continue doing what I'm doing. But your mind is in some different dimension. Come back now. Come back and try and find the answers by talking to people, by exploring different things, by having the courage for the path that you truly want to explore. There is something that your heart is constantly calling you towards again and again and again. But I feel as if maybe a little bit of financial blocks, support from people around, and your own personal fear, your own personal doubt, will I be able to do it, is blocking it. It's time to move past all this nuisance. Gather yourself, tell yourself, yes, you can. Even if it means juggling between two things. Even if it means taking a sound and wise decision. You need to move ahead now. You need to find what is it that you truly will enjoy, even if it's about a job opportunity, if it's about pursuing your business, or even for that matter, if it's about opening your heart to love again. There is definitely something about just move ahead. Don't let your mind give you reasons anymore. I don't have financial funds. I don't have anybody as a co-founder. Will I be able to do it? I don't know. I do feel, I may fail at it. Earlier also similar things have not worked out. Enough. You've told these things to yourself so much over and over again that now your mind is not even ready to believe that there is something wonderful that can happen. Whatever it is that you're going to be choosing as the next few steps in your life to progress in your life, if you're single, trust me, that is how you're going to find eventually the one. It's going to land you up at the right place. If you're in a relationship, when you would start doing what you truly love, the bond is going to get stronger. And I anyway feel that for people who are in a relationship, your partner must be highly supportive. You can afford a little bit of break so that you can find the clarity. I'm not suggesting that you take a break. All I'm saying is you do have support, maybe in other places, not the places that you seek. Acknowledge what is good. You have let your mind fool you so much in the last few weeks and months. It's crazy. Bring out your combative side, your combative attitude to overcome obstacles. If your mind had told you few stories, had thrown various options at you, and because of which you're confused, your mind has done the work. Now you need to tell your mind what you want. Control your mind. Your intuition has guided you, your intuition has led you to here. So have the various options and thoughts in your mind. Now, what is the one thought that you take ahead? Ignite the light within you have given for too long into the darkness. There is a change on the horizon. It will not happen. It will keep on delaying till the time you are not ready for it. You have to be accepting of change. You have to learn to take few chances, risks. And I constantly hear the risk is going to land you at the right spot. Everything is getting aligned, is what I constantly keep on hearing. Allow yourself to follow the path. That was it. If you felt any part of it was resonating or any part of it was true, please do let me know below. Thank you. हाय, अगर आपने सबसे राइट वाली इमेज पिक करी है ऑफ द मत्स्य अवतार ऑफ लॉर्ड विष्णु, then this is your reading. That one is a beautiful image. It literally tells the story of how this Matsyavatar came into being. But I'll not waste your time in that. You go read up on the internet. For some people, in this pile, I feel as if you must be seeing a lot of Kal Bhairav content and posts on your social media recently. Suddenly, I heard the name Rajshri Nandi, as if you have seen some content of that recently. Seeing a lot of flash of red color, red, orange, different tones of red, pink. I don't know why I'm seeing a lot of this color. There's something in the red color I feel beyond it just being a color. Logo, some company with the red color logo. I don't know. Intellectually, I'm thinking that if you have like ordered from Zomato or Swiggy right now as you're watching this, or eating something that's ordered, but no, that's intellectually, that's not an intuitive message. I think some people could have gone through recently a breakup, or they are very, very, very upset with how things are progressing in their romantic life. They feel very manipulated or cheated. And I do feel like either some people have gone through a breakup, or they may have like just had some sort of a discord or fight with their partner. But there's this message that I'm getting constantly, as if growth is happening, things are moving forward. There is a lot of confidence in you in this phase of life. You're very excited about the possibilities. Some people could be going through a legal case. I do feel as if you're going to win the legal case, but it'll be a hard battle. It'll not happen very soon. It'll take time. Few people in this pile may get the news that they are pregnant. Yeah, suddenly I feel as if the red color that was coming to me has got like completed. Why? Red blood? Don't know. Yeah, some people in this pile may have gotten a blood test recently, and I do feel some people in this pile are going to realize that they are pregnant. If it's not relevant to you, one major thing that is coming to me is this is a period of growth, a very comfortable growth, a growth that makes you confident, that makes you have faith in yourself. Sorry. There's something about somebody wanting to come back from the past, and not just a romantic relationship, but some opportunity coming back from the past. Some colleague of yours coming to meet you, somebody you know at one point, like you shared a decent intellectual bond with, might come back, and you might feel more emotionally connected to them now. There's also something about uncovering old opportunities that you were kind of sleeping on. Or if you're currently pursuing something, like if you're self-employed, now you might bring back few ideas because you would have more confidence to pursue those ideas now. Even if you're in a job, a very odd message that I'm getting is there is some old file, old presentation, old research work that you may have that's going to be proving to be useful now. So make sure that you dig out that file and you can simply rehash or tweak some of the stuff there, and you would have yourself sorted. So that's what I'm getting. For some people, I feel they are being given the reward for something that they have done. You led some project, you led something, you have been doing something, you've been working hard towards something. You could be a social media creator also, has been really putting effort into its content. You are going to be rewarded now, soon. Literally could be in few days. Something could go viral in few days, is what I'm hearing for few of you. And for other few, what I'm hearing is that there is something that you have done. You have led something. You've really been part of something very important. You will be appreciated. Your efforts are not going to go to waste. Your efforts are going to be seen exclusively and categorically. Some people may have a very difficult relationship with their father in this pile, or they may be wanting some sort of support of a male figure in their life in this pile, and I feel like there is some confusion there. You don't know, will you get it, will you not get it? You sometimes feel also slightly scared to reach out. For some, I feel like it could be a boss. As I said it, I had such a weird feeling in my stomach, like the pit in my stomach dropped. Something about a male figure that makes you very anxious. You feel disturbed by their behavior or their action. But I think very soon you're going to come out of it. Very nicely, You would very soon realize that how you really need to speak up and take your stand. Your karmic period that was going on maybe, which was creating all the obstacles and throwing very unique and different and difficult kind of people in your life, is now coming to an end. The spile needs to appreciate the finer things in life more. Enjoy life, but don't overdo it also. That's a very specific message. It's like that, you're already enjoying life. You're already like doing good things that keep you happy. You should do it, but then don't overdo it also. You need to find a balance or wisdom in terms of what enjoyment truly means to you. I feel like some people in this pile could be like in constant rush, could have very heavily packed weekends. They are like constantly trying to do something or the other, like to have a life. For some people, I also feel as if, you're very active on your personal social media. It's always about like showcasing, okay, now I'm doing this, now I'm doing that. And the story in the background could be slightly different. You're being asked to find that balance of what truly makes you happy. I feel some people who have chosen this pile, they are in a very happy space of conscious avoidance of seeing certain things, or conscious delusion. You're consciously choosing to ignore few things in your life, to not focus on it too much, because you know that if you do, it's going to disturb you. And you're consciously choosing to tell yourself, hey, all it's fine, it's great, everything is like going wonderful. It's time to come out of this mindset now. Be authentic. Be honest. Honest about how you feel. Honest about how you have been made to feel. There's something about breakup also that I constantly keep on hearing. You don't have to jump out immediately into the dating game or dating scene again. Don't find a rebound. Yeah. Just give more love to yourself. The parts of you that feel rejected, the parts of you that feel that, oh, how could I let somebody treat me like that? Just give love to those parts. This is also for people who are having a difficult time with some figure in their life. I sense it could be more of a male figure, but yes, give parts to those give love to those parts of yourself that are sometimes not able to communicate clearly, that sometimes beg or like struggle with making their values seen. It's okay, be compassionate. I do feel like some major, eventually, gradually, some major event is going to happen that is going to make all things fair for you. Things that do not feel fair just yet, they do not feel right, they are eventually going to be set right. And growth is there, movement is there, something will change. So have faith. This is just the time to give yourself more love. So that's all I'll leave you with today. Take care. Bye.